It was a good run.
7 days into the green, and I finally had, not finally, but
I did have my first red day.
oh. And I'll tell you what, it was a brutal beating out there. Down $11. $11. So I knew that coming into the markets today, it was going to be really volatile, which, yes, it was very volatile. The markets came roaring up. I believe they ended up around 5%, and they closed on their highs. I only traded one time. It was about around 8 o'clock in the morning on ticker symbol SPCE, which I'll be hopping into the video here shortly. I thought I saw a decent opportunity, but it just tracked sideways on me, and I had a physical therapy appointment to go to, so I just hopped out of the trade. You'll see it went up and it went down. It kind of went like, it just went sideways, and I just did not feel like staying in it any longer or holding that position while I went away. So yeah, kind of a slow day, but I mean, hopefully you can learn something from the execution of where I kind of got in at. Maybe I could have waited a little bit longer. But yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into this trade. All right, first trade of the day. This is ticker symbol SPCE. I traded this a few times last week. It's currently, the stock price is up 6% for the day. This is what I'm seeing. It gapped up this morning, and it looks like these long upper wicks here trapped in a lot of buyers, and then it kind of had this big pullback, and it's been kind of trending lower highs since that point. So I think what we'll probably end up seeing today is a gap close. This gap right here, it'll come down all the way and probably close this gap would be my guess. So it's looking, as of right now, pretty bearish to me. It just up above this green line, there's a lot of people trapped in a long position. So if it falls below this point or this point, I feel like it'll easily snap down and close that gap. So I have 250 shares in right now. If it comes up a little bit more to the VWAP, I might scale in a little bit more, but as of right now, let's just see what happens. So I just drew out a pattern that I noticed. It's a descending triangle, but it's in bullish context because it did gap up this morning. But typically what happens in these patterns is it breaks down to the downside. It has the potential to breaking up to the upside and breaking out, but as you can see, it's been trapping a lot of long positions. So if it does break through to this place, like I said previously, there'll be a lot of people having to stop out. So they don't lose more money. So it's kind of trapping all the longs right now as we speak. So I'm still pretty confident that this will be heading lower soon, but you never know. I just scaled in 250 more shares, so now I'm short. Total of 500. It is coming up close to this VWAP that I think is going to act as resistance, but we will see if it starts gaining momentum to the upside. I'm going to get stopped out for a loss. Time will tell. So I have to go to a physical therapy appointment. I have to kind of get out of this trade. It looks like it might be starting to curl over now, or if it's just going to bounce back up to this kind of a level. But I don't want to be late to my thing, so I think I'm just going to get out of the position here and mark it, take a small loss or a small gain, whatever happens here. So that was a long trade to lose $11. But yeah, so down $11 for the day. It's kind of funny. I would have stayed in longer because I still feel like it's going to curl over looking at the MACD. But I got to get going. So I'm going to call that a day. I'm going to call that the day. All right. See you tomorrow.